We kind of like to think of our music as musical freedom in a way.
The music felt real and honest and true, and they captured what youth was going through at that point in time.
He stood for something, and standing for something is really important. No, we're not going to tolerate homophobia. No more jock. Yes, we're feminists.
You're very concerned about sexism. How do you make people aware of that problem?
By writing songs as blunt as Rape Me.
He got called the voice of a generation a lot, and that freaked him out. Anything else? He probably got off on it. I would.
They always want to read into it, and before I was just using pieces of poetry and stuff that just would spew out of me. A lot of times when I write lyrics, it's just at the last second because I'm really lazy.
There was an idealism, I think, that people felt post-Reagan and George Bush. And I think Nirvana's music kind of had idealism to it. And I think the public was ready for Nevermind when it happened.
You know the old saying that you can't buy happiness. You think that's true?
Well, yeah, you can't buy happiness.
Unhappy with the glare of the spotlight, Kurt begins to rage against it.
You guys were really neat.
I'm too stubborn to allow myself to ever compromise our music or turn us into big rock stars. I mean, I just don't feel like that.
But behind the myth lies a very different story.
He wanted it bad. He wrote to every major, minor, any label, we'll pay, let us be on your label. He was desperate to be the biggest rock star in the world, absolutely desperate. But he made it look like it was thrust upon him.
The first couple of grunge, or Courtney, as they're labeled in the media, become a rock and roll soap opera.
I guess like my ego could be talking right now and I could say, well, we're interesting people, you know, but I think we're just easy scapegoats.
We were hounded by Department of Children's Services. We were hounded out of Los Angeles.
I can threaten to sue and bring up libel laws and stuff like that to people that write like that about us, but I could spend the money that I earned last year all on fighting the Vanity Fair piece, you know, and they'd end up winning because they have more money.